line for 2 shots. First one. Nope. Grizzlies at the controls right now. One there for a second. Here comes the screen. 5 of the shot clock for Memphis. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Kings will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Fox into the front court. His guys down big. Has a look. Harrison Barnes now 4 for 9.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
De'Aaron Fox. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The pass stolen by Sacramento. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Substitution being made in this one. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Good shot. Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
De'Aaron Fox. Short jumper misses. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the right corner. Looking for his man, and that one is out. Kings with the ball.
Mutombo
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Into the front court, it's Fox. Under a minute to go before halftime. Could not throw it down. Goes to the left side. Driving right to the basket. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Fox with it. Down a bundle to Harrison Barnes. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's the Kings now with the ball. To Bagley. And it's rejected. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot, man.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. This is their domain. They score plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Kings have got, and that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Here comes the screen. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper. Just erase. Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Bagley. De'Aaron Fox. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Here comes the screen. Tosses. Barnes to Fox. Ah, the monster stuff.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lobs it up. The pass taken away by the Kings.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down. Fox across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
With the interception, great defensive play. Lets it fly from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defense. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Fox into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, had him going there for a second. And the rebound pulled in by the Kings. Has a chance and scores on the step back. Unguardable Jet.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Time to shuffle things up. Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. To Fox. Got a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Baseline drive. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Sacramento ball. Buddy Hield to Fox. Got a piece of it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Strokes it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
driving is Fox, but he can't get it to fall. The pass taken away by the Kings. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Memphis with the rock. Oh, emphatic slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Nice pass to get things going.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Layup goes down. Well done.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code. De'Aaron Fox. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good laugh.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Sacramento.
To Barnes. Oh, highlight moves. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post. It's Sacramento ball to Harrison Barnes. Oh, he blocked it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Corey Joseph with a piece. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 35. Subbing in for the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 4.
Joseph with it. His guys down big. Barnes.
Two minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Fires the 3, and that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. To Booker. Beyond the arc for 3. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And scores.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Kings retain the possession. Barnes to Bagley. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Straight on look. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Throws it up. Shot clock violation. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass stolen by Sacramento. That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage for the Grizzlies. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Screen coming. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First free throw is good.
Good morning.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Bagley.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nothing going here on that drive. Around the perimeter. Throws it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Kings have the basketball. To Bagley. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Three-second count. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch.
Buddy Hield. A couple of free throws on the way. A career 86% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Baseline drive. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Kings with the ball. Oh, he's denied.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
The follow won't go either. To Hield. Great dish to set it up. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Fires the three. Rebound cleared by Bagley. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Around the perimeter. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Buddy Hield. From the painted area, won't go down. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. To Howard. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Rises for the slam.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Gets it in the left corner. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Well, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Easy pass to the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Into the front court. It's Fox. Down a bundle. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had him there for a second. 5 to shoot. Deep left corner. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend. To Barnes. And the rebound belongs to Memphis. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nemanja Bjelica. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Memphis Grizzlies, number 25.
To Howard. Works it. Howard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. 4-3. Well defended. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Dwayne Dedmon tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Dwight Howard pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Screen coming. Shot from the lane won't go. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Five on the shot clock for Memphis. The pass taken away by the Kings.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Cruises inside for two.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Defense, let's go.
Nothing going here on that drive. And counted at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Bagley. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Hield driving, but his shot misses. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here comes the screen. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Hield. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Marvin Bagley has got two shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Evans. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Oh, he had him there for a second. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Dedmon, defended by Howard. Taken away by the Grizzlies.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
It's the Kings now with the ball. Barnes. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together,
missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Grizzlies get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never